Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. Here we have the Mercedes-Benz A200 AMG line on a 69 plate. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the vehicle, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside. From the outside, you can of course see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot space of the car first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space along with the 3 individually folding rear seats should you wish to increase this space even further again. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then as I mentioned, we'll hop in and run through some controls from there. Now that we've done a full circle though, you can see firstly the alloy wheels are all in pristine condition, as is the bodywork the entire way around the vehicle. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials first of all. On the left-hand side, we have the speedometer and fuel gauge. On the right-hand side, we have the rev counter. In the centre at the top, you can see the digital readout for the speedometer. Beneath that, we currently have our audio menu being displayed. I say currently because you can change that for any of the menus you see me cycling through now, to include the trip computer. So once you've accessed that, you'll be able to see that you've got your total miles for this car displayed there. They are 77,876. Those menus are accessed just here. So you can press the home button. You can use this black button here to swipe left or right. When you get to a menu you want to enter, you just push that button down. And you'll notice you have exactly the same buttons on the left-hand side. They work in exactly the same way, but for the central display, which we'll come to in a moment. We've also got our stereo controls just here, and then cruise control and speed limiter on that right-hand side. So into the center, we have the main screen. And as I say, the controls work in exactly the same way. So you can access any of these things using that black slider that's on the steering wheel, and then pushing it down so you can see there, for example, your satellite navigation. Or you can use this, which works like a trackpad on a laptop. You can hear it clicking as I swipe left and right. You can go back to your home screen from there. So lots of options with regards to the way in which you access this information. You can of course pair up your phone. You have your satellite navigation. We have DAB, AM and FM radio, media input, so you can listen to your own music. You can do that via Bluetooth audio, USB input as well. So overall, loads of ways in which to access your music in this car. And on top of all of that, we've also got a full colour reversing camera just there as well, with the parking sensors, as you can hear. Below that, we have dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger and the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. When you're happy with those settings, you can turn your air conditioning on and off, or just put the system into auto. The car will then take full control to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. You can override that whenever you wish to put it back on your own settings. Underneath that, we have some storage, USB-C input just there, 2 cup holders, as you can see. We have a 6-speed manual gearbox, and then the controls went through just a moment ago. What I didn't show you a minute ago was that we have our volume for the stereo just there. You can change the driving setup of the car as well. And you can access certain menus with a push of a button if you'd rather not use this trackpad. The last thing I wanted to mention is the roof we have just here. So sunblind will open up. The glass itself is fixed in position just there, but as you can see, that lets in a lot of extra light to this cabin area. Last thing I wanted to mention is the paperwork we have for the car. In the envelope here is the spare key, so there are 2 keys in total. We have the V5 registration document showing it's a 2-owner car from new. And then underneath here, plenty of service paperwork, which I'm not going to put on the video because of the name and address details on there, but we'd be more than happy to run through that with you in person or on a video call. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. Similarly, if you'd like a live video tour of the car, we're more than happy to do that for you as well.